I want you to do like this. Boom, 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 boom. You keep for boom, 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 boom. How long you do that? 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2.
Gervonta Tank Davis is coming back, and he's going to headhunt all of you. And my thing is, I got Tank beating all y'all at.
Newly leaked footage reportedly shows Gervonta Davis training alongside boxing legend Mike Tyson in preparation for his fight with Jake Paul. Tyson is seen guiding Davis through pad work, teaching him advanced timing and striking techniques. The former heavyweight champion praises Davis for his explosive hand speed and sharp accuracy, offering expert advice to help him refine his knockout-oriented strategy.
Nice one, Mike. Nice one, Mike. Nice one, Mike.
Gervonta Davis's pad work during camp showcases incredible speed and precision. His punches flow in seamless combinations, each strike landing with perfect rhythm and control. The power and pace are so intense that even his trainer struggles to keep up. Observers say Tank looks faster and sharper than ever, fully dialed in and in top form ahead of his upcoming clash.
That's great.
There's been plenty of talk about Gervonta Davis leading up to his fight with Jake Paul, from doubters to fans. But according to analyst Schwab Eyes, most people misunderstand where Davis is mentally. He says Davis has reached a point in his career where outside criticism no longer affects him. Instead of responding to online chatter, Davis chooses silence, a sign of focus, not weakness. Schwab Eyes explains that Davis plans to let his performance do the talking. Every jab, every counter, every shot he throws will speak for him. Reports also suggest a knockout bonus has been added to the fight contract, giving Davis even more motivation to end the night early. Schwab Eyes believes Tank isn't fighting just for money. He's fighting for pride, legacy, and to remind the world exactly who he is.
He can't come back to real boxing after fighting Jake Paul. He's going to be made a mockery of. One of you guys said you can call it a fake fight, but it has real consequences. Let him get knocked out by Jake. Let him get embarrassed by Jake. He can't come back. He'll be made a mockery of. He done took a knee, grease in the eye, had a draw with Roach, which everybody thinks Roach was robbed, and then made a mockery of by Jake Paul, a YouTuber. Which is why Gervonta Tank Davis is on Demon Time. Check this out. Check this out. See, me being back on my fitness journey, I know how hard that is, especially at his size, with how heavy that medicine ball is. Gervonta Tank Davis is going to go hard, pause, on that Jake Paul fight. He has to. While everybody is trying to dismiss that shit, there's a knockout bonus and everything. You got Lamont Roach calling him all these names. Tank Davis shut off his social media. He can't take y'all negativity, making him worse before the fight. He can't allow y'all to be in his head, which that's what y'all want to do. The end of Tank. And I don't. I think boxing is better with Tank involved. I always say that. If there is boxing, boxing is even better when there's more talented and skillful fighters involved. Regardless of how you feel about him, you want Tank to be great in boxing, then hating him to death out of boxing. If you do, you're just a hater, right? If you love the sport, you want as many determined boxers in there as possible. He's looking determined right now. And with everything that Roach is saying, he's ready to come back. and whoop some ass. Where I'm getting this information from, none of your damn business. But right now, I'm just a vessel, and I'm going to tell you guys what's up. Gervonta Tank Davis is coming back, and he's going to headhunt all of you.
Analysts have been quick to point out the size difference between Jake Paul and Gervonta Davis. On paper, Paul appears bigger and stronger, but experts remind fans that size doesn't win fights. Skill does. Boxing is built on precision, timing, and composure, and those are areas where Davis excels. He knows how to move, set traps, and strike with purpose. Raw power without control often leads to fatigue and mistakes. Analysts argue that Davis's smaller frame actually gives him an edge. He's compact, fast, and efficient. His tight defense, quick head movement, and bursts of power make him dangerous at all times. As they put it, there's a big difference between looking powerful and being effective, and Davis embodies that difference.
Gervonta will whoop Jake ass. We just talking hands. But do you think that 50-pound weight difference, that's going to be a difference?
It could be if you get caught with a shot.
Hell yeah,
as a boxer,
Physics.
But the thing is this though. Let's talk about physics. See, boxing is a technique,
Right.
so it's not like if you could be bigger. That shit don't matter. Like you seen a big nigga get knocked. A lot of them big niggas go to sleep.
That's a fact.
When he been out and the bouncer get hit in his chin, he go right out. He the big nigga on the ground. Like I've seen it a million
He the
times.
big nigga on
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
you
Yeah.
right. But
So
we-
that you can't go off that. Now you get hit by a big nigga and you a smaller nigga. Then,
You gonna fly- he gonna
here
feel
come
it.
physics.
gonna
But
fly.
as I'm using my technique, we in a different space now. Big guy, I got something for that. When you throwing and I'm seeing shit differently, yeah. Now it's time for technique. You understand?
I want to
That's
start
the
training.
difference.
I want to start training.
Shout out to Terrence Bud Crawford. He just proved what I just said. The technique of boxing. You feel me? You know what I mean? So, yeah.
While many experts back Davis, some, including DJ academics, believe Jake Paul could pull off a knockout. He argues that Paul's size advantage and growing ring experience give him a real shot to land something big. Academics points to Paul's past fights, where his overhand right has stopped several opponents. He says critics underestimate how seriously Paul trains, noting that Jake approaches the sport more like a pro than a celebrity now. Still, skeptics wonder if Paul can handle Davis's speed, pressure, and precision once the fight heats up. Academics sees the matchup not as a mismatch, but as an intriguing experiment. A YouTuber-turned boxer taking on one of the most dangerous punchers in the game. Whether his prediction proves true or not, it highlights just how divided fans.
It's going either one. If there's a knockout, it's going to be Jake knocking him out.
You think Jake is going to knock out Gervonta?
Yeah,
He's the underdog.
We got to
Keep in
look at
mind.
size. We got to look at size. Now, granted, do I think Gervonta can knock him out? Of course. But what people don't realize is that, you know, you got one guy who's a damn near heavyweight. And then you have another guy
He
who
is a heavyweight.
Well,
Jake
I
Paul's
don't know if he's
heavyweight.
going to be weighing in as a heavyweight for this fight. I forgot what weight they agreed on. But regardless, if it goes
227 pounds.
say it.
He's 227 pounds.
Yeah, but I don't think that's what he's weighing in
against
on.
Mike Tyson.
Yeah, no, he's weighing in something different. Yeah, it's no way they're letting a 227 pounder fight a 130 pound guy.
Gervonta Davis. Let's take a look.
Yeah, just look at weight limits. I think it's like 190.
195.
Yeah.
Okay, he's going to go down 30 pounds.
Yeah, I still think that's borderline. I think 200 is still heavyweight. So, but I think it's borderline.
Yeah, right there in the bottom.
Yeah. So, you know, I would imagine if it's a knockout. Well, here's the thing too, though. And so I might actually just take it off the table. I might just go with Gervonta. Why? A lot of Jake Paul's power probably come from the weight. So in 30 pounds or almost 40 pounds you got to cut, that's a lot. Now, one thing I'm gonna like about Jake, Jake's a bag secure. I could see. You know, I think this is gonna be a win-win for both of them. It's gonna be a win for Jake because you don't get knocked out by this guy. If you can stand in the ring with an actual top-tier boxer,
Yeah.
and he can't knock you out, and
champion.
maybe you land a couple jabs, like a couple hits, maybe even stun him once, you've won because you're getting $100 million. That is
Yeah.
genius. And for Gervonta,
He says he's
it's
going to retire after this, by the way.
nah.
Another group of boxing experts focuses on Gervonta Davis's reputation as one of the sport's most devastating finishers. His knockout record speaks for itself. Most of his fights don't reach the final bell. Reports claim this bout could earn him around $200 million, making it one of the biggest paydays of his career. But analysts say money isn't Davis's main motivation. It's about cementing his legacy and proving he's still at the top. They describe Davis as a rare mix of power, precision, and patience, a fighter who can end a fight at any moment, even when behind on points. For Jake Paul, that's a nightmare. Facing someone who can knock you out from any angle means there's never a safe second in the ring.
Gervonta Davis's guarantee.
I
for
call
the fight with Jake
bullshit.
Paul.
Me too.
I call bullshit.
$200 million is a lot of money.
That'd be the most any athlete's ever made in one event, in one night. Where are they getting that money?
I mean, it's Netflix.
Okay. Mike Tyson didn't make that. Jake Paul didn't make that.
Yeah. $20 million, I would believe, not $200 million.
20 million seems realistic.
That's a lot.
Even because Netflix is bigger, but there's no pay-per-view model. So, and Gervonta is a big pay-per-view draw, especially for being a lighter weight class.
Yeah.
So 20 to even 40 I can get.
Oof, that's a lot.
40 I can understand.
When push comes to shove, though, like 20.
Like Canelo's getting that 40.
Yeah.
But Gervonta Davis, especially on Showtime, he was a big pay-per-view star.
Yeah.
He's a knockout artist. 200 mil is just completely false.
God, Jake is so much bigger.
Yeah, man.
I mean, so much bigger.
I don't get it. If he thinks this is going to make him legitimate in boxing, I just don't get why he do it.
Can his speed and, his ability make up for that size difference, in your honest opinion?
Well, he has to be very smart throughout the course of the fight. It's hard to know in some things. I think Gervonta's just going to stick and move. He'll be fast, play it smart, I don't see him staying still for too long so Jake can land some shots. He'll just try to touch him. Who knows, man? It's an exhibition. It's a money grab. Jake's fighting one of the best boxers ever.
Comedian and boxing enthusiast Earthquake shared his lighthearted yet insightful take on the matchup. He said that in boxing, being muscular doesn't always translate to winning. Fighters who look strong often gas out once the rounds start adding up. According to Earthquake, Jake Paul's bulky frame might look great on camera, but it could slow him down as fatigue sets in. He joked that Paul's muscles might impress fans, but won't help his stamina when Davis keeps coming forward. Davis, he noted, has the ideal fighter's build: compact, explosive, and built for endurance. Earthquake predicts that once Jake starts tiring, Tank's relentless pace will expose his weaknesses. Beneath the humor lies a real truth. Fights aren't won by how you look, but by how long you can last and how well you can adjust.
Years and years ago, Gervonta Davis is on the list.
Yeah, exactly. It's all manifestation, and it's a very powerful thing. And yeah, I think people don't dream big or set massive aspirational goals, and then also put the work in. I think that's the other thing is I'm still doing sprints and track work and bench press and squats and all of these things for the sport of boxing. So when I transition to NFL, I'm going to have a lot of that natural explosiveness and power from the past 6 years of training every day, twice a day.
Yeah.
That's it for today's video. Stay tuned for more updates and breakdowns as the fight draws closer.